Hey, welcome in, everybody. Let me put my money away. Just trying to get back with you guys on another Friday magic tip. Awesome day here in South Carolina, 72 degrees already. So, for all you guys out there in snow, sure feel sorry for you guys. Beautiful day here. So, wanted to get back with another magic tip to help you guys out. Welcome in all you DPC rebels, all you resistant fighters out there in the DPC world. Got an interesting tip for you today. We may have covered some of this in the past. I know I covered a lot of this in my book and some other sites. I've talked about this a lot, but basically talking about how to get paid by your employer as in the DPC model. So it's something that's super critical. Obviously, you want to get your money to be able to pay your staff and pay your bills and continue to expand and grow. But sometimes it gets confusing when employers involved. So thanks to a DPC friend who had shared her story about a very terrible situation with getting paid. There was confusion on whether this employee was in their DPC program or was how were they supposed to get paid? Was it through the broker, through the TPA? They were supposed to send bills to the TPA and they would cover the costs. So it was super confusing. And they ended up seeing this patient a couple of times and never got paid. So just want to prevent those things from happening. Not a good situation at all. I know some other TPCs have worked with employers and been real confusing on exactly how the monthly membership was going to be paid. So seems like this would be straightforward and basic, but it does trip people up. So let's talk about how to collect that money. There's several things to talk about today. First of all, you need to know what employees are listed, who's on the plan, who's not on the plan. You should have an employee roster that you get once everybody signed up. And you should have a mechanism for them to sign up with your DPC clinic. So they're picking their insurance plan. If they have an insurance plan, if they're going to do DPC, they got to choose whether they're going to do it or not. So there should be something from the employer or the benefits advisor that says, "Hey, here's a list of all our employees that elected to use you guys." You verify that with the employer, and you want to give them a way for the employee to sign up. So we use a little postcard. It basically shows in detail exactly step by step how to sign up with our practice and how to get started in our clinic. So makes it super easy for them to sign up. We have the information from the employer. When they sign up, we verify yes they are an employee, and so that keeps us on track. If none of that matches up, then we've got to get back with the benefits advisor or the employer and say, hey, who is this person and are they really on the DPC plan? Do they really work for you? Got to keep that updated. That's something you'll need to do every month, actually, as if new patients come, if people leave or quit or take other jobs, you're going to have to keep on top of that. And we have the employer, we put that ball in their court. Say, hey, you really need to keep us updated on who's coming and going and fires and hires. So keep your employer list updated. Are the fees correct? That's another big thing. So that fee, is it whatever your fee is, you need to make sure those are correct. If you have changed your fees, or do they know the new fees? If you're taking care of spouses and kids, do they know those fees? So make sure their fees are clear. And if there's any changes, that all those get put into the system, because that's been confusing. Like if you raise your prices, do they know that? Or you need to make sure that's all clear what your fees are. Also, you want to make sure the benefits advisors, if you're using a TPA, they understand what your fees are. So I strongly believe you really, really need to have your contract be with the employer, and the employer pays you directly. If you can't get the employee to pay you directly, you want the employer to pay you. You don't want the broker to pay you, a benefits advisor, and you certainly don't want the TPA. You won't be sending claims to a TPA and try to get them to pay you for your DPC services. You'll be just like back in the fee-for-service world. You don't want to do that. So you want a direct contract with the employer, and they pay you directly out of their account every month. And so it's between you and the employer, and you make sure the employees that you're seeing are on their list and that you're taking care of the right people. Do not have it done through the TPA. That's been several times one of the biggest train wrecks that's ever happened, because they'll hold your money if they don't like something that you didn't do, or they're looking for certain data or piece of information. So you want a direct contract with the employer, try to work that out. The best way to collect, the biggest tip I can tell you, is using ACH direct draft out of a bank account. This is the most cost-effective way to do it, whether you've got 20 employees or you've got 2,000. The cost is very, very minimal through our system. I think it costs us 25 cents. We send the statement out on the 1st of the month to the employer, and then the 10th of every month, we basically draft that out ACH from the employer's account. And it takes about a week before it gets in our bank account, but it's slower, but it costs you almost zero money to basically make that change. So it really saves you a lot of money, and it works really good. We keep all our employers the same. So we draft it out on the 10th for all our employers. We just tell them up front, hey, we send you the bill on the 1st and we pull the money out on the 10th. So all the employers come in at the same time. So it just makes it easier to manage that stream of money coming in. So those are some big tips to help you keep from running into bad traffic, collecting from your employers. So hopefully this will be helpful. If you need to connect with me, just love to chat with you guys at Dr. Shane at dpcmagic.com. That's Dr. Shane at dpcmagic.com. You can find me there, connect with me there. I'm happy to answer some questions if you need some more coaching or counseling, or can help you in an extended way. I've got connections with benefits advisors that work with DPC, so we can connect with you guys and do some longer coaching or counseling to help you keep going with DPC and employers. Happy to do that with you. You can also catch my book is available out there. You can go to dpcmagic.com and find my book, dpcmagic.com. Now it's on audio. So if you've been looking for audio to listen to my book, that's a great way to do it. So connect with me here, connect with me on my Facebook page, and we'll see you guys next week, hopefully, for another magic tip. And until then, you guys just keep